so I'm happy. The title of this stream is supposed to show my feelings right now. Because I wasted 1 hour of my life trying to explain to an idiot what is File Explorer and how to go to the path I told them to. Like, what the... I just needed them to find a log for me. Because I couldn't connect to them to take it myself. And I just needed them to take that file, copy paste it to the desktop, and attach it in an email. But it was too much, because I gave them the path and I thought, this is easy, they can do it. No, they can't. First they took the path and put it in a browser. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I had to make a screenshot of a File Explorer at the down of my own computer to show them what this is. Then they went into it and I thought, okay, now they can't fuck it up. They still did. You know, when you have File Explorer and you have this space where the path, like PC, whatever, the next folders, you usually copy-paste path to a file there. But that person decided to copy-paste it in search and then tells me, I can't find anything. Of course you can't, because you're an idiot! And not only that, before that person, I had another person I was trying to help, but I couldn't do anything because their internet was so shitty that I couldn't even open an application on their computer to fix it. And I was trying to explain this to that person, and that person was like, I am wasting my time! Like, fuck you! You're wasting my time! I wasted more time listening to them complaining and trying to explain why I have issues and why we should pass it to someone else, like someone who is on site and can help them. Like when you work in a company, they have local person from IT there on the site. So they could go there. Because I told her, we have issues here, internet is shitty, we can't do anything. And she's like, give me a solution. We have to have a quick solution for every problem. And I'm like, fuck you. I am not some kind of medium. I can't just bring a solution like a magician. Like, I can't read minds. I can't read minds of a little application that is broken. I can't just know what is the problem if she doesn't let me look into it. So I wasted all my time I had with her to try to explain to her, instead of looking at that application. Ooh. Thanks. That's a lot of help. Okay, I feel like I expressed my anger now.
You don't look like soldiers. Why are you here? The frontliners are right up ahead.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers.
Yang Yang showed her Midnight Rangers badge, and Jian Xin asked him about Qiwen?
A missing person. Juyan. The one you're looking for. Is he an average person? Not a resonator, I suppose.
Yes. Have you seen him? Is he all right?
I met him once. He's not officially enlisted, but he seemed determined to join us. He's been secretly following our troops since last year. I think a quartermaster of the rear guards escorted him away, so if he's not in the city, he must be in the rear guards camp. He can't be anywhere else. The actual front lines are right up ahead, and we, the Midnight Rangers, would never allow non-servicemen to approach and risk getting killed.
I see.
Thank you.
Now, if you're heading that way, I have a request for you, my Outrider comrade. On your way there, you should run into 2 detection beacons. They just went offline. Could you go check on them?
Sure, we will.
She's an outrider? What is with this that every place has an outrider that is the NPC that you meet first? Outrider Amber!
Great. I'll send the coordinates to your terminal.
La 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 la. Hold tab? Answer. I can switch them. Mouses could be covering more screen because Genshin is better when it comes to moving because of the mouse. This training dummy reminds me of Valentine. Where I even go?
Is that the beacon? Why are there so many people?
Maybe they are evil.
They don't look like soldiers.
Greetings. What might interest you here? It's
nothing really. You see, we're just on our way south to the city.
Stop lying, I saw it.
Excuse me, about this detection beacon.
Run, everyone!
Something fishy about them.
I can't move. So hungry.
Their clothes are
Please
no
don't
clothing.
arrest us! We really had no choice.
What happened? Do you need help?
The battles are getting real bad up north, and we couldn't live there anymore. Figured we have to go back to the city.
Can your clothes load, please?
We ain't eaten in ages, and we're broke. Some of us can barely move, because we're so damn hungry. Then we found some expensive-looking stuff here. Now that the military's out there fighting and nobody's really using these things, we thought it might get us a few pennies.
A damage detection beacon might result in a sudden TD invasion from the direction it covers. Our frontline troops would face attacks from both sides. Have you thought about the consequences?
God, we ain't got the time for that. If we don't steal, we'd starve to death before the Tacit Discords kill us.
You shouldn't be stealing public property. Please, return the parts. There's still some distance from here to Jinzhou City. Here, you can have my flatbreads. Oh, and here's some money. This should be enough for you to reach the city.
You're giving us all of these? Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you! Come over and say thank you before you eat.
It was nothing. Master once told me, the sage takes care of all men and abandons none.
Watch out!
What the fuck? This doesn't make sense.
A tough nut, ain't you?
I just helped you. Why did you attack us?
You're not feeding us all with your bread and pennies. Hand over your goods and grub, or face the consequences. We ain't messing with no kids, but don't test our patience. Just do as you're told. Don't make it tough on yourselves, or you'll be lucky to leave in one piece.
I will not bend to injustice. Rover? Yeah.
We're begging you! Stop! We surrender! Take us in!
Why did you attack us when I already gave you food and funds? Do you have other mouths to feed, aside from what we see here?
They seem trained. These are not ordinary people.
Who are you?
Of course we're ordinary people. We just joined the exiles recently. We done some wrongs. I tried to run from the patrollers and left the city, but dang, didn't know the battles up north were so crazy. Our new boss ran out of food before we could even figure out the camp. Figured we'd be better off just to go back to the city and get locked up.
Then we ran out of food and cash halfway, so we turned to thieving. We ain't got the balls to rob the army, but with stuff just sitting around, why not? Hey, since you're being so generous, how about you throw a little extra cash our way? There's a bunch of us, some injured too. Your first amount ain't gonna cut it for us to survive.
We shouldn't give them more. We have some scarce funds.
No, wait. What I gave them was more than enough for them to make it to Jinzhou. I used to travel alone when I left my master. I know how much it takes for someone to survive.
Hey, what's wrong with you, girlie? It won't hurt to give us more.
Pain comes with coveting. He who knows he has enough is rich. It was only meant to sustain you long enough for you to reach the city.
You don't understand, girl. You don't make money very easily at a time like this. If we can't find jobs in the city, we're gonna starve again.
I came from a seclusive place, learning the ways of the world from scratch. It's been a hard time, but even I have managed to make a living with my own hands. If you really can't find any job in the city, come to Liu Xian Tea House and ask for Jian Xin. I will gladly help you search for jobs and work alongside you.
Fine. We'll go. Hurry, move, let's get out of here. I'm not listening to this lecture anymore.
No, I wasn't trying to... Wait. Please put that down.
Quite the sharp eye you got. Fine, here you go.
Is this the only detection beacon you messed with?
Heck yeah. The first one we were trying to steal and you bumped right into it.
Really? Then why does that one over there seem broken too?
That ain't got nothing to do with us. It's been that way for ages. Plus, we ain't ever reaching it with all those thorns.
I see. You may leave now. The military's base is not far from here. Shall we fix the beacons before going?
Okay. Pack of liars. Wait. What is oh, some kind of sound.
No hesitation.
Let me be your blade. Speed.
Shape the shapeless.
An unexpected discovery.
The end has come. Break.
Ouchie, ouchie.
Administering first aid.
Last chance. One with the sounds.
Ha! Ha!
Let me be your blade.
Tempest! Ha! Strike from the shadows.
Let me be your blade.
Shape the shapeless. Ha!
Verity shines. Swift and resolute.
What the fuck is this thing? Chasse Razor. Chase Razor. I think. That. I have no stamina. Oh. Okay. Trophies.
The thorns are blocking our path. Weird. We'll have to clear them before we can reach the beacon. Oh, please be careful. They look sharp. Maybe we can find something nearby. Oh, please be careful. Oh, please be careful. They look sharp. Maybe we can find something nearby to help us deal with them.
Where's that beacon? Ah, here.
Master Tianxing, are you alright?
This is my first time on a battlefield. It feels so different here.
So different, yet the same.
It is natural to feel dreadful of the unknown. Yet, there are times when the unknown harbors hope. Like how I can never know what else this path.
I know another shipment of supplies has just arrived. I've confirmed it, but it's not nearly enough. We must reach out to the city again and demand more supplies immediately.
But the approval process is going to...
Tell them it's an emergency. We are working around the clock here. Any delay could mean the end of our defense. Do they not comprehend? Here's a list of what we need. I'll talk to them if you can't make them listen. Now go, go, go! Move, move! What is it? Why are we still not done distributing these?
Hello?
You new here? Are you backups too? Wait, you don't look like one of us.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers, and they are...
Yang Yang showed her Midnight Ranger's badge.
Excuse me, one moment please. Careful! This chest holds vital medical supplies. If the wounded return and find no medicine, it's on you. Handle with care and precision. An outrider. So, you were part of the backup force, right? Now, I've got wounded soldiers coming soon, and you're just in time to help. Oh, sorry, have to answer this. Yes, what is it? An overclocked resonator. Understood. I'll be there immediately. I'm sorry, could you do me a favor? The wounded soldiers are being sent back from the front lines. We need someone to escort them to the medics, but I've got to deal with the overclocked resonator now. Could you please take care of them?
What exactly do you need us to do?
Just make sure they are safe. The medics will take care of their wounds.
Sure, leave it to us.
Thank you.
I don't know if it's my
It's so
game.
busy here. It looks like they don't even have the time to catch their breath.
Things are always like this in the rear. The frontline soldiers focus solely on battle, following orders and striking enemies. But in the rear, personnel must juggle numerous tasks. Supplies, medical care, equipment maintenance, personnel management, and logistics. They must carefully manage these matters to provide vital support for our fighters.
So this is what a real war looks like. I had no idea it could get this bad.
Most people would never have the chance to witness any of this. It's natural for you not to know. I think this is exactly what our military strives for, to ensure peace and safety for our citizens. It's a sacrifice made so others don't have to live in fear.
The wounded soldiers are here. Let's go check them. Would the NPC start better loading if I change some settings? What is this? There is no explanation what is this supposed to be. Now the game is bad.
Are you all right?
I'm okay. I'm just a little out of breath.
You don't seem okay.
It's okay. I'm fine.
I'll go find a medic.
You brought the medic over to take care of Ishimi. What? I don't know how to fix the game. Maybe it's from their side issue because it looks like this sync is one of the problems. Hello? Game? I'm waiting. Look, this soldier is loaded, but his face is not loaded, and this guy is barely loaded. He just loaded a few seconds ago.
Like I said, it's not a big deal. No need to fix me up. Let me go.
Please calm down. Your wound is still bleeding.
That's barely a scratch. You can't stop me.
Now is not the time for bravado.
That's not bravado. My wounds can close on their own. It's my resonance ability. The medics should go take care of other people in need.
Stop squirming, will you? We're here because you need our help. Calm down and stay where you are. Please hold him still for me.
Sure.
After some chaos, you help medics in treating the wounded. Only two.
Thank you for your assistance. You must be tired. Please take some rest.
They look badly injured.
My NPC are all as if
Don't
they
worry,
were
they've
from-
received proper treatment now. They'll recover in time. Thanks to General Jian, we've seen a significant drop in the number of casualties.
She looks as if she was made out of blocks. Look, here. She is very sharp edges.
I've heard from veterans that soldiers used to be ordinary people, not resonators. The battles were brutal even back then, with the stench of blood lingering through the rain. But things have improved. Each injury represents countless tacit discords eliminated by our brave soldiers. Resonators in the Midnight Rangers are incredible warriors. Those who have to retreat from injury must have already taken out hundreds of enemies.
They are our heroes.
They are the ones keeping our people safe. What I've been doing is not worth mentioning compared to them.
Please don't put it like that. Without your help, we couldn't have helped so many wounded soldiers in such a short time. Now that they're all safe, you should go and take care of your own issues.
Thank you. May I ask where the quartermaster is?
The quartermaster isn't here. He's on the floor above, directing munitions distribution. Just take that lift and you should find him there.
Rover, where are we going next?
Let's follow Master John's.
Here are some recipes for dietary supplements from my sect. They might help the wounded recover sooner.
Oh, great. You have my thanks.
It's so annoying that the regular characters are rendered well, but all NPCs are not rendering. I have no idea what I could change in the settings to fix that. Looks like I missed some towers on the way.
Have you confirmed the inventory? What about the spare list? Sort out the consumables as soon as possible and check our communication lines while you're at it. You, deliver this list to Asher. You're not Ewa. Where is she? What do you need?
Excuse me. I'm an outrider of the Midnight Rangers. This is Rover, and this is Master Tianxing, who came here to look for someone.
You seem very busy. Do you need our help? Tell him about the person John is looking for. Jianshin asked the quartermaster about Ji-Yuan whereabouts.
Juyen? So, he never sent a letter home? Not even once? The Midnight Rangers are no longer recruiting non-resonators lately. But Juyen was a stubborn boy. Last year, when the battles hadn't gotten so intense, he would trail us rearguards, eager to join the front line. We sent him back to the city time and time again, and he just kept finding ways to come back. Eventually, I caved and took him in to help us here in the base. With the battle escalating, it's getting increasingly dangerous out here. I shouldn't keep him here any longer. I was just thinking about having the logistics team bring him back to the city when you guys showed up. Oh, now I remember. He should be currently on the floor above.
You seem very busy.
Jinzhou is the gateway to Huanlong, and the Desert Rock Highland is the gateway to Jinzhou. A single breach could have dire consequences. Our defense must hold at all costs. The tacit discords are not humans. They don't do truces or ceasefires. For as long as they exist, this war will rage on endlessly. Supply is the lifeblood of our army, and I am tasked with keeping it flowing. But now we are facing a shortage.
Do you need our help?
I saw you help arrange the wounded there. Yasholam would need your help more than I do. Thank you, but I must remain to oversee vital military supplies.
Sure. Please excuse me. I'll join you later.
We'll be meeting up with you. Take off the mangoes.
What are you doing?
Hold your hands up. What's going on?
Oh, please excuse me. Thought that was a grenade. Is this a mangosteen?
A grenade? What do you know about the mangosteen?
Well, it's not a local fruit, so we can only get it through imports. But with the recent Tacit Discord outbreaks, we've had to prioritise bringing in the essentials. We'll get back to importing more of these after General Jian makes his triumphant return. Now, currently, there's only one waterway open, from Port Gunchao in the south of the city. Now, the rear guards would regularly go there to escort goods. What more do I know? The military rarely buys this fruit for rations due to its short shelf life. Plus, it looks too much like a grenade, and that could cause some issues.
A grenade?
It's a type of old-fashioned explosive. The lament caused a global technological regression and shortage of resources. While tacitite weapons were being developed, most people had limited knowledge of tacitite as an energy source. As a result, primitive products combining old and new technology emerged. The hand grenade was one of them. With the rapid growth of tacitite weapons, these crude explosives were eventually phased out in favour of more advanced weaponry.
Thank you.
Master Tianxing, have you found the person you're looking for?
Yes, I found Zhuyan. We will return to the city with the logistics team. We will go find Mr. Zhang Ye to let him know he is safe.
I hear the guy didn't want to leave.
Zhuyan is a man full of courage. Influenced by his veteran grandpa's tales, he longs to join the military and aid in humanity's battle against tacit discords. The journey with you has exposed me to immense suffering, but the battles on the front line must be even more brutal than what I've witnessed. Countless lives have been lost in this war. Master Rongfu once told me, the best sages gain enlightenment in the military. The mediocre sages gain enlightenment in the bustling cities, and the worst sages gain enlightenment in seclusion. I do share some of Zhuyan's feelings. However, Zhuyan disagreed with the intense training and tests required to join the military. He saw no distinction between ordinary people and resonators, and believed he could contribute on the battlefield, however small that contribution might be.
Everyone has a part to play. He's only causing trouble by staying on the battlefield. He can contribute better without fighting on the front line.
I too found what Zhuyan said was reasonable to an extent, and I couldn't change his mind with words. So I tried to imagine what my masters would do. They'd set up a spar in this case, and if I won, they'd let me do what I wanted.
So you beat him up?
I didn't mean to beat him up for nothing. My masters taught me valuable lessons through sparring, and I gained important insights from those fights. Now, who do you think won that fight?
You pretended to lose. Who won?
All tangles untied, all glare tempered, all dust smoothed. It is like a deep pool that never dries. How true! I've come to understand this line more. I promised not to use my forte in the battle, but Zhuyan still couldn't take a single blow from me. After his defeat, Zhuyan seemed to realize his weakness. Talking about confronting the tacit discords on the battlefield would be mere lip service, he said. He was just trying to convince himself that he could make a difference, not wanting to acknowledge his own limitations. I heard you two still have other matters to attend to. When you have the time, let's catch up at Liu Shan Tea House. It's my great pleasure to have met you.
See you.
Us running into Master Tianxing was a one-off incident. If the Mangosteen indicates something about war, what is Madam Magistrate trying to convey?
That civilizations are born from war and suffer from war. Perhaps she wants me to meet someone. Perhaps the moment hasn't arrived yet. She just giving me a chance to do a certain thing.
Have you thought of something, Rover?
I think
Mention the tacit discord outbreak. Mention the Mangosteen's route of transportation. Mention the general you saw. General.
So Madam Magistrate wants to tell us something about the Mangosteen's route of transportation? The quartermaster said the Mangosteens are transported by boat from the south. We haven't reached the front lines yet, but I can already smell the iron in the air. I sense tension and unease. Our soldiers stationed at the borders. I hope they're okay.
Huh? Food? What the fuck?
General!
Ooh, the pecs.
Follow the Qinglong to war! Bide the time. Tell truth from facade. Settled. Retreat to advance. Tell truth from facade. Unstoppable. Break! Tell truth from facade. Wind Rider. Time to fight back. Bide the time.
Ow!
Don't you worry. Wind Rider. Finale. Tell truth from facade. Fear no more. Break! Tell truth from facade.
Wind Rider. 7. Tell truth from facade. Unstoppable. Tell truth from facade. Time to fight back. Wind Rider. Tell truth from facade. I can take it. Bide the time.
You think Yang skulls you what?
What's the matter? Are you alright?
I had a vision.
Oh, I was worried. You just stood there and gazed into the distance. You were unresponsive when I tried talking to you. What did you see?
It felt as if I was seeing through the eyes of a tacit discord. I think I saw what was happening in the Norfall Barrens.
Describe the general intel first.
An imposing warrior wielding the power of a Tinglong. The Tinglong is the Midnight Ranger's emblem. It's also the symbol of General Tian, the leader of all Midnight Rangers. The front lines are not far from here. General Tian must be there, fighting alongside our soldiers to keep the tacit discords away.
But I've never met him.
It doesn't seem like a coincidence. We arrived near the battlefield right when General Tian was leading an attack against the tacit discords. Your vision. It might be what was happening on the battlefield not far away.
Something is not right.
The battle itself is a clear sign of an anomaly. The streams from the Norfall Barrens feel more suffocating than ever. Rover, something on that battlefield must be connected to you, though we have no idea what it is.
There has always been a voice.
But I didn't hear anything, or sense any frequencies.
Whatever it is, maybe I can.
Rover?
According to Baiji, the leaf showed residual fluctuations of tacit discords. Those fluctuations pointed to a certain set of coordinates.
And that is Teacher Village in the Central Plains.
Weren't we on Act 3?
As I make myself reflect on my goals and plans, those voices in the streams become clearer, and everything starts to make more sense. Rover, perhaps you can give it a try.
Guidebook unlocked. I got a new weapon. ancestral plants. How did I go from here to here by bypassing this part? It's impossible. How did I do that?
This must be the place. I sensed something ominous from the leaf back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source. And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need to concentrate to feel it. Rover, something terrible must have happened here. We have to be cautious. This is a tacit field. We have to be cautious. This is a tacit field. Let's take out those tacit discords first.
The end has come.
Let me be your blade.
Swift and resolute.
Let me be your blade. Let me be your blade.
Tempest Serenade! Swift and resolute. The hour is upon us.
Let me be your blade.
Ha! Ha! Hey! Ha! Swift and resolute.
Let me be your blade.
Let the winds roar.
Synchronization.
Huh. Strike from the shadows. Huh. Huh. One with the sounds. Huh. Huh. Hey! Ha! Transmitting frequency. Swift and resolute. Huh. Huh. No hesitation.
Let me be your blade. I think I found something, Rover. Ritualistic wooden plaques. But why are they here? These plaques are usually placed in ancestral shrines, and they seem to belong to a different time. I remember reading about something like this. People held large-scale ancient rituals periodically in their villages, driven by certain beliefs.
I see. Let's check somewhere else.
Watch out! Something's not right. Why wouldn't it attack us?
Brother,
That's human.
help!
Stop
Help,
it.
brother! Brother, help!
Where's your brother?
Help!
It seems to only repeat these lines. This is not a common tacit discord. Tacit discords attack other living beings because they need to feed on those frequencies to make themselves whole again. When frequencies are scattered and recombined, a new tacit discord is born. This one probably devoured the frequencies of humans, turning the last bits of a human's consciousness into such monotonous mumbles. Are these words the last cries of someone innocent? Who is behind this twisted plot? I'm sorry.
Are you talking to her?
No, that's beyond my ability. I just sensed some complex feelings from it. A mixture of deep sadness and eager anticipation. Rover, I think I know what's going on here.
Go ahead.
It seems to be begging for help, but it's not asking us to help it. I can sense the pained cries of this tacit discord. No, the cries of this whole village. The village is crying, waiting for rescue. Something truly awful must have happened here, and the victims' reverberations still linger. Based on the evidence we've found and the condition of these ruins, that didn't happen all too long ago. I can still feel it in the streams. Perhaps the tacit field has kept this village from being discovered. Or maybe someone has been intentionally concealing it. Anyway, there must be something we can do. We may find the victims nearby. I can feel someone connected to what happened here is still close. This place is dangerous. I'll inform Shuzia about what happened here. Can we continue our search before the official investigators arrive? Sorry, I know it doesn't sound very convincing. It's just a hunch of mine, and I don't have any evidence to back it up.
Not at all, I believe you.
Thank you, Rover. Please stay vigilant. As for the little one here, let's leave it be. The area is a mess, but it doesn't look like a war zone. Someone was hurt and dragged away. Look, there are many footprints here. These are traces left by a fight. Someone was injured.
Why is it loading so long? Hey! I am waiting. Hello.
These cards. I see. The Fraxidus is likely behind it all.
Who?
The Fraxidus?
Yes. I don't know much about the Fraxidus, but as an outrider, I've worked on related cases. It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit discords. They've caused terror attacks of various scales around the world.
Fusing humans and tacit discords.
We've seen signs of their presence in Jinzhou, left by lower-ranked members called artificers. Above the artificers are the overseers, leaders with eerie abilities and unknown intentions. They pose a far bigger threat. No one knows their true intentions. Some members speak of world destruction, while others claim they seek eternal power. And there is one particularly insane overseer. He's crazy even by Fraxidus standards. A man who sees no order and revels in destruction. I've seen similar cards in the physical evidence file of the Fraxidus-related cases. They belong to this one overseer I'm talking about. They call him Scar. If he's responsible for what happened to these villagers, Who knows what kind of cruel and twisted atrocities he's capable of? Huh?
Oh. Kitty! What?
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent...
Hey, where is your voiceover? You spent what? Time? I didn't read it. Hey, come on. You are Scar.
If you need to hear it from me, then yes, I am Scar.
Okay.
Cruel and twisted maniac.
Where's Yang Yang?
We deserve a meeting free of such disturbances, don't you agree? The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment.
What do you want?
Don't worry. I don't plan to make you hate me just yet. She is safe now. Well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. Forget about that irrelevant person, will you? I have a lot to share with you. To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories.
How did you know?
So, it's true. That makes sense, given how fragile you were when you woke up, or I would have questioned the authenticity of those rumors.
You followed me.
So you noticed. Oh, I am flattered.
He is a stalker.
No need to be so on edge. By now, you should have realized I'm just one of the onlookers. But out of all the onlookers, I'm the only one who came forward to meet you with absolute honesty. Before you knew anything about this world, you were already the center of conflict. You are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. Forces have been fighting for possession over you. From the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a pawn to many. That's why I'm here, because I see you as a dear friend, and I want to tell you the truth. I am so sorry for everything you're about to face. But truth hurts sometimes.
As if you were any different.
I know you are not one I can sway with simple words. My goal is simple. I just want to deepen our mutual understanding, nothing more. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more and tell me what you see. As you learn more about this world, your true desires will surface, and our little game will become even more entertaining. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. That's all.
What did the Praxidus do to this village?
Why do you have to assume we are the culprits? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened here. I won't tell you everything just yet, that's too boring. As I said, why don't you take a look around and see for yourself? So go ahead. What do you see?
A lurk scale ritual.
Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn?
The villagers killed each other?
I see you don't really trust those villagers. Ah, so they were right about you. You are indeed quite exceptional. I like it. Your keen observation, precise judgment, and accurate understanding of human nature. Let me give you a couple more tips.
Why is this game constructed in such a way that when I pick some options, I can't later come back to them and pick other options? Like, some dialogues are structured in a way that they give you the impression that the whole dialogue tree is supposed to come back later and let you pick the other options. But the game just bypasses this and goes further in. So because of that, I feel like I am losing some vital information.
The truth is far more complicated than you think. First, who are the players in our tale? An innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple villagers. Next, what makes up our main plot? False devotion, fleeting kindness, collective deceit, senseless killings, and the one vulnerable soul pushed onto a path of destruction by the masses. Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin. I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more. Huh? What is it? Are you back for some chit-chat?
I need another hand.
I see. So, you want to cheat, huh? A clever move, unbound by convention, I like it. But I'm not telling you more. Not yet. Wouldn't want our first conversation to become a boring exchange of words, just parroting each other's lines. You don't want to disappoint me so soon, Rover.
Fine, I will go look for clues. I will go look for clues. You asshole. A crumpled page from a children's book rests on a torn piece of a diary paper with childish handwriting. Read the diary. Hi, I found a new home, and a nice uncle gave me this cool new book to write in. Our old home was scared by monsters, so we went on a super long journey to find this new place. I asked it when Mommy and Daddy will catch up with me, and Uncle said really soon. Can't wait for them to join us here. The new place is so sunny and has a huge tree that grows peaches. Not many people from here go to the big city though. I just want Mommy and Daddy to find it. Today is my birthday. Everyone is being really nice, saying I'm their lucky charm because I can keep those mean monsters away. I'm really happy and everyone likes me lots. We had cake and noodles and I got presents too. It's been forever since I saw Mommy and Daddy though. Hope they come back. Will they come back? This marks my 4th birthday here, and our village head made it official I am his daughter now. But before that, everyone was already been taking care of me and shared with me delicious meals. My father told me I am a child of the Chi village, and I should consider myself lucky. I feel really fortunate to be loved by so many people. Even though my powers are still small, I will do my best to continue protecting the village from being invaded by pacifist hordes.
Our story begins here. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, lived a flock of carefree lambs. In the day, they toiled for food, and when evening fell, they sought refuge from the looming threat of wolves.
Quite the storyteller, aren't you?
Fables. Stories told and retold through the ages. The ancient art of conveying hidden truths through fiction. But they always draw from real life, don't they?
That sounds like Sumeru and the whole we are hiding knowledge into fairy tales so Irminsul can't remove them from people's minds.
The same story gets told by many, and each person brings their own spin, their own focus. Whatever you learn from it is just one of countless different interpretations, like us now, caught in a carefully crafted plotline, a scheme I had no hand in. This village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou. So that magistrate led you here to meet me. Ha! Such a clever move on her part.
The tree branches are loaded with paper slips, each holding a wish from someone. The words on most of the notes were soft and no longer readable with the paper slip. Will this really work? Then I wish I could stand up again. I want money. I want so much money I can spend for the rest of my life. Amazing. Thank you, Lord. My legs really grew back. No, Mother just died and she left me a sum of money, but I don't want my wish to come through with this. I want my mother back. I want back. Strange. It did make me stronger, but lately I seem to be getting weak again, and I can't. My body without. Is it because I haven't sacrificed enough? Please, 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 please don't take away my wish. I will give you anything. Is really what we all wanted? Another crumpled page from a children's book, half buried in the mud.
One day, a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. The lambs, drawn in by his words, soon lived in comfort and security.
Is that the end of your story?
No, quite the opposite. The shepherd's arrival is only the beginning. With a wave of his hand, the shepherd could grant their every wish. His flock obeyed, bowing their heads, pleading for better food and shelter. They no longer had to struggle for survival, as their once meager lives were replaced with endless luxury. The flock worshipped their shepherd-turned-god, praising him and holding him in the highest regard. What's wrong? Does my story make you uncomfortable? Imagine you were one of those lambs, facing irresistible temptation and pressure from your peers. Wouldn't you bow down and beg for food from your master?
We are all created equal. There should be no hierarchy.
Oh, so we agree already. You are right. But the world we live in falls short of our ideals. The shepherd still reigns, and the lambs have grown complacent. It's up to the two of us to make that ideal world a reality.
A crumpled page from a children's book silently resting on the ground.
The lambs reveled in endless bonfire parties, celebrating their new god every night. Except the one little black lamb. As each night passed, it was the only one to notice how its flock was dwindling away. Rover, do you think someone would give you what you want without taking anything from you?
I believe in quid pro quo.
I once believed that too. Thought as long as I paid a high enough price, I could get my desired outcome. But true equality is scarce, always has been. The world was never a fair place. Wouldn't you agree? To receive equal retribution, one must give more and more and more. When every wish comes with a hefty price, people weigh their options carefully. When they can make someone else bear the price, they all rush to make more wishes. They don't consider they too may one day pay for another's selfish desire. Funny, isn't it?
You found some stains on the walls. As you leaned in closer to look, you could make out some blurry text. Words like monster, witch, banisher, and all her faults are written thickly on the wall. A crumpled page from a children's book silently resting on the ground.
Later, the shepherd openly blamed the black lamb for the flock's decline. On the next day, the white lambs welcomed the rising sun as usual, but the black lamb was nowhere to be found. The shepherd introduced an unspoken rule to this village. One that our black lamb violated by telling the truth. Suddenly, the once doting god stopped fulfilling wishes because no more sacrifices were being made. After witnessing the black lamb's actions and hearing from their almighty shepherd, what do you suppose the white lambs did? Those oblivious lambs. Little did they know the most fearsome demon was right under their noses. Well done. You didn't let any details slip.
This dialogue tree is so messy. Like, the first part of the dialogue tree that we got was guessing that people killed each other or that he manipulated them. And how could we know that with all the information we had? Especially because the game didn't allow us to ask about other things. Like, we asked I wanted to also ask about the injured people and stuff, but the dialogue tree just went further in without coming back to let me pick all the options to ask. And then it felt really unnatural.
Now, I wonder, what is your takeaway from this story? Answer me and I'll reveal the truth of what happened. Who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs?
The shepherd.
Indeed, the direct culprit was the shepherd. He held all the power, fulfilling wishes at a price. The lambs knew the risks, yet succumbed to temptation. Unfortunately, in the face of such temptation, they disregarded all the hidden risks, as disaster had yet to befall them. If they were given another chance, I believe they would still choose the same path. Inevitably, they accepted their fate and paid the price when their time came. Now, my second question. What price did the lambs pay for their wishes?
Their lives?
Of course, as always. Life was the most valuable thing they had to offer. Here's my final question. What happened to the black lamb? Don't rush, Rover. Take your time. What is the truth you've uncovered?
Was murdered by its flock and the shepherd. It was executed because its flock was deceived. It survived along with all the other lambs.
The shepherd was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs. The flock never found out about it. They were deceived to believe the black lamb was the culprit.
Almost there, Rover. Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. The shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The black lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance. After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the black lamb for breaking the rules and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. And so they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again. Until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. The black lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground. How do you like my story, Rover? What really happened here? I suppose you already have it figured out? The black lamb who rebelled against the rules, and the white lambs who succumbed to their greed. The innocent maiden sacrificed, and the villagers who turned on each other in a ruthless frenzy. They had it coming. All the shepherd had to do was execute the rebel. That's how he kept the flock in check and maintained the status quo.
Is that why you became a shepherd yourself?
Fun answer, but no. Not even close. I was never the shepherd. Never will be. You and I, we are the Black Lamb. The one who breaks the rules.
He who fights too long against dragons becomes a dragon himself.
Interesting, Rover. I'm liking you more and more. Well then, let's see if this Black Lamb is going to end up like you say.
No, no. Is he going to fight me? Did I guess wrong? So the lamp was killed? Or wasn't? Brave Cars Elysium.
Welcome to the realm of endless chaos. Now is your time to think, Rover. What is the right path to take?
I keep thinking and thinking and thinking all the time.
Oh, you've found us already. Shake and shiver, blink an eye. A flock of lambs comes passing by. Fleece of white, black, and red. Who's the sweetest one ahead? Watch out, my dear. Your pioneers are lying at your feet. Don't look back. Join them on this right path, and I've got a scorchingly delightful welcome for you up ahead. Don't rush. One slip, and you'll shatter to pieces.
One with the sounds.
Let me be your blade. Hey!
Hey!
Such speed! Such brutality! Can't you see? We are kindred spirits after all. Shh, don't be so quick to deny it. Now that I have you here standing before me, I'd love to hear your answers. Tell me, do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the rule-breaking black lamb? If a sane person manages to survive in a realm of lunatics, would you call them the last one of reason or the sole apostle? Think about it. The shepherd is not the preordained embodiment of truth. Once he is gone for good, the black lamb can reclaim the trust of its herd. Then, eventually, there will be none left to be victims or oppressors.
One more time. Sounds come forth. Ha!
Let me be your blade. Storm, hear my command.
Appear before me.
Rover!
Such a pesky girl.
Someone was calling my name. I feel like I don't know what the story is about because of this dialogue tree issue.
Rover? Rover!
Yeah.
I shattered Scar's illusion. That should have injured him.
Oh! Should I thank you for showing me mercy?
Stay away from her!
Didn't you promise to leave me some alone time with Rover?
With one condition. I do hope you haven't let that slip from your mind. Don't let your improvisation trouble others.
Look at you, rushing in to protect your precious, perfect movement. No worries. I know all the do's and don'ts. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Rover, it seems our happy little date must come to an end.
We weren't on a date.
But don't forget my sincere reminders. Let me know what you choose. An unexpected gift? An honest and open exchange? Or a highly risky gamble? The choice is yours. I know how smart you are. You won't make a hasty decision. We'll meet again in the not-too-distant future.
They're gone. Should we go after them?
Let's keep it for now.
Scar's resonance abilities appear to involve teleportation and the manipulation of space. He trapped me in confinement, and I could only sense that it wasn't far from here. It took me some time to break that barrier. Sorry, Rover. If only I could have reached you sooner.
You're safe now, and that's all I care.
Brother. Brother.
Huh? Why are you here, little one?
It probably went hiding out of fear.
I've never seen any tacit discord display such vivid emotions. The brother had mentioned. Could it be...
Scar?
Yes, that is a possibility. Since Scar had been here before. Let's talk about it later. Rover, can you fill me in on what happened?
What
It
happened?
seems all the tragedies in Tea Tree Village were linked to that ritual.
Hello, Sinmara. How are you? And Scar was feeding me bits of info.
Making up stories based on real life to support his twisted beliefs? That does sound like something he might do. We cannot take his words for granted. Now, we must locate where the ritual took place and see for ourselves.
Yes, we should give it a check.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Two distinct frequencies of tacit discords. I see. I can feel it in the streams. Over there. Follow me.
In the south.
Ooh.
They are unharmed. Please rest assured. As you anticipated, Scar did not try to kill them. Yes, I stayed out of it like you asked.
What is going on?
Is everything all right on your end? Please be sure to stay safe, my lady.
Why am I put in a risky situation?
Rover, do you still have the plaque we found earlier? The one broken in half? Yes, as I thought. I just felt a similar vibration from that direction. Please follow me.
There's no fall damage.
It's the missing half. We can piece them together now.
Oh, there is a hole in the ground. I don't like it. You place the wooden plaque on the stone.
Look! The water is going down. I can't believe it. There is such a big opening down here. How odd. How odd.
Ooh.
How odd. This place should have been soaked in water, but everything is dry here. Even the vegetation is thriving. Did Scar do this? Given his powers, it doesn't seem too hard for him.
La 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 la.
That tree. It's stunning. It's almost eerily enchanting.
Please, save us.
Are you trying to tell us about something hidden here? Where did it go? Oh, is that a diary?
June 19th. Today a strange man came to our village. He said I can call him my brother, if I don't mind. He was really friendly, but for some reason he felt different from the people in my village. He seemed to know a lot about me, and he even said we were of the same kind. He told me a really strange fairy tale. The ending of the fairy tale was kind of scary, but really, reality was even scarier, he said. He then asked, "What would you do if you were the little black lamb?" Before I could think of a reply, he had already left with a cryptic "See you next time." I told father about it, but he said no one like that had ever visited our village. Who could he be? July 20. Sorry, I'm so sorry, smudged water stain. If only I weren't so weak, I could have driven away the Static Discord. If Cece didn't have to protect me, there must be a way. Father said I can manipulate the frequencies of Static Discords of humans. Cece, I'm so sorry you look like this now. It is only temporary. I will do everything I can to return you to what you were before. I know you can still hear me. Father promised me he will surely find a way to help. December 17th. It's been 3 months since that incident. Father doesn't seem to remember I'm still keeping a diary. He gave the notebook to me, but if he found out I had been writing about everything, he would be so mad. He orders me to do what he says and use my powers to recombine frequencies of Static Discord. But if anyone finds out about the truth that Cece, who went missing, actually died trying to protect me, and then I torment... Wait, I need to pick up a phone. forgot for a second where my phone was. But if anyone finds out about the truth that Cece, who went missing, actually died trying to protect me, and then I turned her into a horrifying task discord, they will see me as a monster. I'll be banished and no one will ever understand or accept me with what I can do. No one except him. But will the dead really come back through frequency manipulation? And if so, what would happen to their shattered souls, trapped inside their new bodies? I really don't know. February 8th. Every day I feel more and more uneasy. The people in the village are disappearing and those tasks Discord's father has brought back. I can't shake the feeling that something is very, very wrong. But I am trapped like a moth to a flame, unable to escape this dark path. I don't know what my father did. It must have been something terrible for the tension and unease here. I'm not allowed outside anymore, and when I ask why, he just brushes it off. If the price for my wish to come true is more bloodshed, I know they. The villagers have surrounded our house. They must have learned about it all. The murderer, is that what they call me now? Or perhaps my father too. At this point, what difference does it make? After all that has happened, can someone come and save me? If I must pay the price for Chishi village, if there is a god, I hope they can save my village. At the end of the last diary entry, you see a message in another handwriting. It seems you're the luckier one. I don't get it. I'm too stupid or this game is written weirdly.
That girl just wanted to save her village, but those sacrifices didn't lead to redemption. I guess the tacit discord we saw stayed here to convey her last wishes. Please excuse me. It's getting a bit too cold here. Can we head back now? Sorry, Rover. I didn't feel comfortable down there. The air was heavy in that place, without any wind to speak of. But I could still feel so many emotions and desperate cries for help. I couldn't handle it. The villagers were a complex mix of emotions. Hope, resentment, and despair. And as I read the diary, I could feel the intense sorrow and longing of its owner. What was the diary's owner longing for? Was it the peaceful life she once had? Or did she miss her only family? The person who pushed her towards such a tragic end? My apologies. I got lost in thoughts again.
It's okay.
I wish I could say such tragedies won't happen again. But I still lack the confidence to make that claim. It was tragedies like this that made me want to become an outrider. To become someone with the strength to stop them from ever happening again. I cannot stop the lament, but at least I should do everything in my power to help those affected by it.
I trust you.
Really? Thank you, Rover. Dwelling on it won't do us any good. Let's go. I'll compile a report on what happened here and send it in along with the clues we've gathered. Yes, let's go back. Together.
Accumulate Union XP to increase Union level and just unlock more quests in gameplay. You can quickly obtain Union XP through the following ways. Complete the daily activity, consume wave plates, complete various quests, open chests. Okay. So I'm officially on the bench now. Internet is dying. Now dying on my own.
It is natural to feel dreadful of the
I guess I will have to finally do those thingies. What will you give me? No gold.
G'day.
Ooh,
What does our loyal client wish to inquire about today?
auto. Thanks. And I guess I'm not getting any golds today. Oh, variation. Beginner's What did I click? I don't like that. Invoke. I don't even know who I want, to be honest. If I am supposed to pick one, then I don't know. Some kind of gun? So beginner's choice starts after I finish them.
G'day.
Oh,
What does our loyal
Him again.
client wish to inquire about today?
last 10. Who will weaken? Variation. Okay.
Woolies! Make some room! I wanna look, see? Oh, Black Shore's member, Encore reporting in.
Was one of the few characters I actually considered that I would want. Do I have to select now? Can I change it after I pick, or I can? So you can change the target item anytime. This will not affect the current count. Okay, so I won't pick that. What is a nice fountain? It's a nice thing that you can pick. So, who is this character and what can she? Encore. Special basic attack. What are her teams? Inferno Rider. Neck Abomination. Havoc Dreadname. Oh, I have Havoc Dreadname. Really. So her team is as it named DPS with Santwa and Verina or by sure. Okay. So her main thingy is great. I have something akin to tea.
What kind of story will Ankar hear today?
Talk is cheap. Show me the action.
Is fusion after fusion after glacial after spectrum. Shouldn't I have a spectrum thingy with me? Even there was a spectrum those. Sorry, I don't have more video. maximum that deals air damage versus a lot better. Reach union level for wildcard companion stores. Aha! I got some quests. Photos of Jinjo. Defeat the TD stay quest. Exploration quest. Wildcard return. Linkyang companion store. Did I met Linkyang? I don't remember. Anyway, I was planning to finish here, and that's why I wish on picking it. Thank you for being here, and see you next week. Bye!